All right, what's up, guys? We're here with our friend Charlie, and
Morning.
we just want him to. He's here with Weldon Solutions. Just want you to kind of let us know what you guys do over there and how long you've been with the company, I guess.
All right, I'm about 20 years at Weldon. I'm our manager of automation sales. So we build robotic systems in addition to CNC machine tools. We do cylindrical grinders. As far as robots go, which is the area I'm involved with, we do machine load unload, material handling, material removal, assembly, dispensing, packaging, and palletizing. So a whole range of automation solutions. You take a robot, put a different gripper on it. Here we're using a vacuum gripper. Could be a clamp, could be a magnet, could be almost anything. Put a different program in, you've got a different application.
Yep, it's pretty cool. We could show up to the camera quick. Here, click it to hit give me a Hershey bar.
So there's a vision camera over here looking for a Hershey bar. It finds a Hershey bar. There's an encoder that leads it to it on the conveyor. The robot picks it up. It has a little bit of fun with the participant, and then it says, enjoy the show. You don't want to miss the end of the show, and he's got his Hershey bar.
There we go. All right. So you said you've been with Weldon for about 20 years?
That's correct.
What can you say about the culture over there?
We're an employee-owned company, so we're very technology focused. As I said, we build machine tools. We build cylindrical grinders. They hold tolerances down to about the fourth decimal place, so like a 10,000th of an inch. Take a human hair, which is usually like 3 to 5 thousandths thick, and cut that about 20 times. Wow. That's how accurate our machine tools are. But then as far as robots go, we do all sorts of different applications. It's kind of interesting. We do have some newer, younger employees who are really bringing a lot to the table for us as well from the engineering and technical side. So as an employee-owned company with about 40 people, very technology focused. We've got a really good thing going. Our backlog is very large at the current time, and we're always looking for new challenges.
That's awesome. Well, thanks a lot, Charlie. It's nice talking to you, man.
What's up, guys? We're here at the Manufacturing Expo 2022. If you would just like to introduce yourself and what you guys are about.
Yep, my name's Trevor Zero. I work for Conawaga Manufacturing. We're a structural steel manufacturer as well as a precast manufacturer of precast walls. We also have our general contractor side, Conawaga Enterprises. It's a great company, growing company. Every day we're growing and growing. We produce about 70,000 square feet of warehouse panels a week, pushing out columns and miscellaneous metals all the time too. So really growing, big future in store.
Awesome. What's the culture like?
Culture is really down to earth. We have a really good group of guys. It's actually the first place I've ever worked for where we have people that have been there 60 years, 50, 60 years. The turnover rate's really low. We have a lot of good, really hard-working people in the field that keep us going, and it's a really enjoyable place to work.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys. So we're here with Dan from Metal Manufacturing. Just kind of wanted to know how long have you been with the company and what you do on a day-to-day.
So I've been with the company for almost 17 years. Company's been in business for almost 19 years. We are a commercial ductwork manufacturer. We are also a fabricator of many industrial products, all serving the HVAC industry. Okay. So what we're here today is just to really promote ourselves as a local manufacturer, although we are in York, PA as our headquarters. We also have a support facility down in North Carolina as well.
Okay, that's cool. We have a couple buddies who work in HVAC a lot, so we know that industry a little bit. What can you say about the culture kind of at your guys' company?
So we actually have a very friends and family oriented culture. The majority of our owners, we actually have 4 partners. 3 of them came together. They really formulated this bond of kind of brotherhood, and that permeated throughout all of our company's culture the last 19 years. So all of our colleagues are also friends. Some are even family members. Our culture is really the gridiron, get up, persevere, work through it, do it together, and make sure that at the end of the day, we all go home happy and safe.
Yeah, that's awesome. It really helps kind of. We figure this out a lot at the yard, but it helps waking up and going to work with people that you like. It just makes you want to be there.
Yep.
That's awesome.
You have to have something to wake up and look forward to.
Yes, sir. That's awesome. Well, it was nice talking to you, man. Thank you.
That's me.
Yeah, you too. All right, guys, here we are. We're here with Billet Industries. So at the Manufacturers Association, they have a nice stand here, all the different things they make. I was just wondering kind of what you guys do.
So we're a job shop, precision machining, welding, fabrication. We do some sub-assembly, some testing in-house, primarily with exotic materials, so Hastelloys, Inconels, all the things that we bring you guys, but the little pieces that are left, right after we cut them up.
Awesome. So you guys, I know we get a lot of like the Inconel and titanium and stuff from you guys. That's awesome. So how long have you guys been in business?
So we've been in business for 50 years. This is our 50-year commemorative coin that we did.
That's cool.
We did another one last year. We got our AS 9100 certification, so we did a commemorative coin for that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so 50 years
cool.
this year.
What can you say kind of about the culture area you guys come from?
So we are makers, right? We've got people that enjoy working with their hands, that like to create things, and it's a family business. We're 35 employees, so it's a small company. Not quite the energy that you guys have at SOD right now. You guys have some cool energy with the dumpster talks and everything going on, but really good group of people. Really like what they do.
That's awesome. Cool. Well, thanks a lot. I just kind of wanted to get a feel for what you guys have going on.
All right.
That's awesome.
Good to
nice
see
talking
you.
to you.
All right.
All right, guys, here we're back with another one. We're here with guys from Keystone Trailers. So, guys, we're just wondering kind of what you guys do on a day-to-day basis and what you're exhibiting here.
Yeah, absolutely. So our family of companies is Keystone Trailer Services, Haupt Logistics, Drive-In, and Commonwealth. So basically we sell parts, we fix trailers, we have storage trailers that we rent out, and then we also have our logistics side, which is picking the trailers up and delivering them. So our main side of things is the trailer repair. We have a 8-bay shop. It's in Imageville, PA, just north of York. So basically we're a Monday through Friday operation, 7 to 5. We do anything from basic repairs, state inspection, federal inspection, all the way to body repairs. Anything that needs done on them, we fix, we replace. But that's pretty much it.
Cool. And what's kind of how would you explain kind of the culture? Like, did you say you guys are a family business?
Yeah, we're definitely a family-owned business. The owner, Nick, he's there every single day. He started the business right around 20 years ago. And his father, now it's just him running it. And he's got his nephew's one of our managers, and it's just really grown. Our business has grown significantly over the last 2 years. It's basically almost doubling in size right now. So we're growing like a weed and just bringing more and more work in. And we're always hiring people, looking for good help and training, and just building the business up as best we can every day.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for giving us your time, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's up, guys? We're at the Manufacturing Expo. We're with AIS. If you would just like to introduce yourself and share what you guys are about.
Sure. Hi, everybody. AIS. We're located in Emmetsville, York, PA, and we're a turnkey industrial contractor. And so we specialize in rigging, fabrication, millwright, electrical, process piping, maintenance, and mechanical assistance. And not only are we local, but we're also nationwide.
Awesome. What's your guys' culture like?
Well, I feel like we're a pretty diverse culture. I mean, we have all different age groups. We are upbeat. We try to do engaging, activities with lunches. We're definitely a team atmosphere, so
that's awesome.
We really enjoy working together.
That's awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
Hey guys, we're here with DR Spinagle. So I was wondering if you could just give us a little rundown of kind of what you guys do.
Sure. So GR Spinagle is all commercial and industrial, electrical, HVAC, plumbing, mechanical, everything from new build down to preventative maintenance, and everything in between. So rebuild, repairs, that kind of thing.
Cool. That's awesome. And how long have you been with the company?
I've only been with the company for about 6-7 months, but they've been in business 6 to 6 years. They're on the 4th generation family, so still independently owned, which is not common in this industry. So we're very proud of that.
That's pretty cool. So I guess so you're new to the company. What's the big things you notice about the culture there?
So specifically, I would say everybody that's there, or almost everybody that's there, has been there for decades. So clearly they're doing something right. It's just a great company to work for.
That's awesome.
So,
That's great when you can find somewhere you like to be.
Yep, that's right.
Cool. All right.
Hopefully it's my last stop in life as far as work goes.
So there's
Awesome. All right, man, we wish you luck. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Alright guys, we're here with Jason from Turner Hydraulics. Mr. Jason, we're just wondering what your day-to-day looks like.
Yeah, we're based out of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and we do everything hydraulics, whether it's cylinder repair. What we have here is an HPU unit that we do. We assemble this basically from the reservoir all the way through, from the motor to the pump. And interestingly enough, this is a power unit that powers an anti-terrorism vehicle barrier. Right? So we do some very unique projects in the hydraulic world. We also do control systems that are integrated with the hydraulics. We do mobile equipment as well as some agriculture equipment. And we also have the capacity to manufacture our own cylinders as well.
Awesome, man. And what would you say the culture looks like at Turner?
The culture? Well, I'd say we're very family-oriented, right? We're a family-owned business, right? Started from a gentleman named Mr. Turner way back about early 1980s. His son took it over. And we have his brother working for us as director of sales. We have a very family-oriented atmosphere, and you can feel that in the employees. You know, the employees enjoy working there. It's a great atmosphere.
Can't get better than that, huh?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, well, thank you guys.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you guys.
All right, guys, we're here at Manufacturing Expo here at Spooky Nook. We have the keynote speaker, Jake Hall. We just want to know what you're most excited for today.
Oh man, well not only is today National STEM Day, which is really exciting, we're talking about science, technology, engineering, and math. You know, what I'm excited about is just to see what are all the local companies doing to promote manufacturing, what are they doing to impact the manufacturing industry. You know, each segment within the US that I go to is completely different, and being able to see what each company is involved with is really fun.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to hear what you have to say today.
Perfect.
Thanks for coming and
Absolutely.
what you have to say.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm with Ken from Microfacture and Illumination.
Right.
812?
Illumination, yeah.
Exactly, 812 Illumination.
Okay.
These guys, Microfacture is a really good customer of ours. They, a lot of business for defense. They run a lot of metal through their CNC machining, so we do a lot of turnings business with them. And some solids, when you guys, the rare mistakes you make come to us too, but you guys don't like that. But then also they were telling me about another business they have. So let's get into all that. First of all, this expo, you just told me you guys have some of the equipment here that's here. Talk about robotics and how that's worked in your industry.
Well, yeah, we have 4 robot systems, FANUC robot systems that we use to run 24/7. You know, we're more of a job shop, so it is high mix, low volume. But for those systems, we try to get volume work so we can run them 24 hours a day without any any labor applied to those jobs.
That's crazy. So how, I mean, that obviously, you still need people to manage the process, right? So people's fear about robotics taking jobs, how would you talk about that?
Oh, in our industry with the high precision stuff we're doing, that wouldn't be necessarily a concern because, you know, we're making so let's say we have a job run on a FANUC robot. It's basically just so it can run overnight. But we still have a technician who has to set that robot up. Then we have to have a CNC machinist who has to check those parts when they come in the morning and load the robot back up with the raw stock.
Okay.
So there's still 2 people involved, but instead of, let's say, 8 hours of labor applied to that job every day, maybe there's 3.
Okay, so those other hours are filled with maybe obviously quality control at a higher level, maybe even some kind of other functions, marketing or other ways to help the company. How is that typically what happens, you find?
Yeah, and I think one of the things that, you know, it could potentially happen is, you know, your lower tier labor, the lower skilled labor, could be affected more than your higher skilled labor.
Sure.
So the higher skilled labor is still going to be needed to set up these robots and
absolutely
and to program them and different things like that, and then obviously the quality control aspect.
Why don't you give us a quick tour of some of this?
Sure.
Where would we see these parts in our common lives?
Yeah, so parts like this one here, this is going to be an aerospace part, probably for a commercial aircraft.
Okay.
A Boeing commercial aircraft.
Okay.
Some of these other
well,
parts.
let's protect this piece.
Yeah,
Let's make sure this one's real good.
Exactly. So some of these other parts, like this is probably for a satellite.
Okay.
Some sort of satellite component. This is probably a weapons component.
Okay.
Probably. We have a customer in Ohio that manufactures the Tomahawk missile.
Okay.
The fuse for the Tomahawk missile. I believe that this goes into that.
Okay.
Some of these other. This is a part for a crossbow.
Oh, cool. My cousin Mike would be all over that. He would be all over that. He knows what part that is, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know what it is exactly, but, and then a lot of and this is just all aerospace components, connectors, different things. These are actually some watch components.
Oh,
some of
cool.
these really little things in here are what you can see, actually the hands.
That's
watches.
nuts to get to that level.
Yeah, that's our wire EDM.
Okay.
That makes those things. So.
Okay. You guys are really into a lot
of different things. So.
And I guess you do have to diversify. So, because defense spending can go all over. So you have to have a diverse customer base to make sure you're protected on the downside.
Yeah, and that's the biggest challenge.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because aerospace has been really down the last year and a half. So now we've gone a little bit into like our weapons, weapon, bolts and carriers and stuff like that. But that industry is very up and down depending on who's in office.
Right. Exactly.
So different people get in office, all of a sudden they're selling a lot of guns, and then it could disappear. So you can't put all your eggs in that basket. So
every basket's dangerous.
That's right.
And you also have to have the capacity to run multiple things, because you're going to get a high demand job that's like needs top priority. Everything needs top priority. So it's hard to manage that, I would imagine.
Yeah, it can be, and a job shop is a job shop atmosphere too. So we don't have a lot of long running contracts. So we're getting the product in they need it in 8 weeks. That's it, and we go on to the next job. So you only see maximum 2 months out. You don't have a lot of projection. So that's another thing that's a very challenging part of this business. You can always go off last year, but that's a shot in the dark half the time. So
I'm going to ask you a question about process and production and keeping things on your shop clean.
Yeah.
Because it's going to relate to what we do. We obviously haul scrap metal for you guys and for customers everywhere.
Yeah. How
important is it to get stuff picked up quickly for you guys?
Very important. I mean, we can plan the best we can. I mean, and as far as managing our scrap is all done by Josh, who calls you guys. And it's not always the easiest thing to plan when we're going to need pickups.
Right.
Just because we're running now, especially running 24/7. Because now all of a sudden he's coming in the morning, and all our hoppers are all full of.
And you can't just. And there's space is a premium.
Yep.
Everyone for space is a premium. Bins are at a premium.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of times you have finished product you can't ship out for either contract reasons, billing reasons.
Yeah.
So stuff's got to get out on a timely basis, I would imagine.
Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, you guys have been great at that. I mean, I think 90 or 95% of the time we call in the morning, you're over that day.
We try same day. We have a 24-hour guarantee, but we try same day.
Okay. I mean, there's been a couple times it was in next day, but that's nothing. For us, we can generally always wait a day or two if we need to. But especially now that, like I just mentioned to you earlier, we're running a lot of this. We have a ton of aluminum scrap.
We love to take that off your hands.
Yeah.
We're fine with that.
Yeah, I know.
And you better keep making. And you could make a few more mistakes. I mean, honestly, you guys are too good. We could see some more mistakes.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be bad.
I bet.
Let's talk about 812 Illumination. This is actually a really interesting story. So, why don't you give a brief overview of this, how this developed in the company? I think it's really neat to talk about where the name comes from.
Yeah, I mean, the name comes from John 8:12, where Jesus said, "I am the light of the world." And just the lighting company kind of sprang out of 2012 and 13 when the fracking was really starting to boom in Pennsylvania. We were selling a lot of them into the fracking industry. Most of them, though, were replacements for the light towers, the big light towers, the harsh lighting.
Okay.
And we were replacing that whole head with a directional light that one of them would probably light up a football field.
Wow.
Of space. So they would put it in the center and would light up 360 degrees instead of direction.
I see.
And for the workers that are out there on site, it's a lot easier. It's a lot nicer to work around, less shadows when you're working.
Sure.
Because the light's coming from all around you, kind of thing. As the fracking kind of got politicized, let's say, in Pennsylvania, that really took a downturn. So in about 2013 into 14, we developed the LED product, which is what we have here today.
And I'll tell you, it's giving a glare off of this.
That's right.
Really,
that's right.
It's a really nice glare.
So yeah, so we developed our line of LED lighting, and then basically it was my job starting in 2014 to create a distribution network all over the nation. So I did a lot of traveling around.
And you had a lot of training for this, right?
I have zero training.
That's what makes it the best.
Yeah, matter of fact, I was right out of the military, so I had no.
Well, that's training, my friend.
Yeah, it's
that's
some sort of training.
That's the real world training.
Yeah. So traveling and creating a distribution network, which has turned out pretty well. I mean, we're in Grainger, we're in MSC sells some of our product. We do. Like I mentioned earlier, the PGA of America has about 100 of these lights right here. They use for all the majors.
So they just ship these around, like they store them and then
So
bring
they have
them
a central location in Atlanta where they store it.
Wow.
And they ship it out to all the different locations where they have events.
Wow.
So I've been to a bunch of. I went to the. The Ryder Cup last year in Wisconsin,
cool.
where they had like 50 of our lights out there, and I went out the week before. I helped them set them up, and then I got tickets to the event, so that was cool.
That is so neat.
Yeah, so it's pretty widespread. Although the majority of our business is, like I said, in road infrastructure.
So most of us will see it on a night job.
Yeah. So on a night job on
when
the road.
we're complaining about the lanes being narrowed, that's when we'll see your lights.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So there's actually states that have come out and mandated glare-free lighting on all road construction projects. So North Carolina being one of them. If you go through North Carolina at night, going through a road construction, they have to by law have
that's awesome.
Glare-free lighting.
And you know what? I'm sure lives have been saved and easy. I mean, because how many times do you hear about the construction accidents? The guys working and ladies working at night, especially.
Yep.
I mean, that's so dangerous inherently.
Yep.
So anything you can do to make it better is good.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. So there's more states. The big problem with that one is how do you enforce it?
Right.
You come out there and you fine them and. That type of thing is challenging.
It's probably at the contract levels the best you can do.
It is. So a lot of times when we're bidding at the contract level. So when they're bidding a contract, they're putting in 100, but usually like 10 or 20 of these lights for a larger project. And
how hot do these things get? Because I feel nothing here, to be honest.
Yeah, about 150 degrees.
Okay.
So you wouldn't want to grab it. Right? With your hand.
Well, it's good it's out of reach, but honestly, you don't feel anything coming from it.
So, like, just as an example, like an HID or a halogen light, like these are all LEDs in here, so they're not hot. But your typical light, you're talking halogens like 450 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's about a third, of a typical light as far as heat goes. So, if that canvas collapses down on there, it will not burn it.
Right.
So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
What is the canvas made? Is it just regular
It's
canvas?
nylon.
Really?
It's nylon.
Okay, I was wondering if it was something specialized.
Yeah, I mean it's high density. It's what do they call it? Non-flammable.
Okay.
So it's got all kinds of chemicals in it to protect it from.
And one of the best things I see when I look up, I see the American flag, made in the USA.
Yep, made in the United States.
And that's actually what today is kind of all about, is local vendors supporting each other and keeping things local, because that's the only way we're going to have a chance.
Yep.
It's the only way we're going to have a chance for our kids to have jobs, is to keep things local.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, it's been awesome talking to you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Appreciate it, my man.
How's it going, everybody? We're here with our friend Bill Stratton. Mr. Bill, I just wondered what you do for like a day-to-day basis.
I'm a certified EOS implementer. So what I do is I work with business owners and their leadership teams to implement an operating system, a management system called EOS, or the Acro Operating System. So that's what I do every day. I've got actually some of my clients are here today exhibiting.
Awesome.
So it's kind of cool to be here with some of my clients and to actually continue to help the industry.
For sure. Yeah, what would you say the culture is like at EOS?
It's abundant. We're abundant minded.
Okay.
We're help first.
Yeah.
Those are the things that we do really well.
Awesome. Hey, thank you very much.
Thanks. Good seeing you.
Appreciate your time.
You gotta turn your
All right, what's up, guys? Back here again. If you could just introduce yourself and let us know what you guys kind of do with Trolla.
Yeah, so my name is Gene. I'm with Trolla Industries. Got my partner Dave here with me. He's also with Trolla Industries. We are industrial automation. So like control panels, machine vision inspection, Industry 4.0, that type of stuff. Yeah. And that's what our demo is set up here.
That's
looking
awesome.
at candy bars today.
Cool. What's probably the coolest thing you think you've seen like automation be able to help with?
I would say the automation, the automatic inspection and sorting. Okay. So just the fact that you no longer have to have a person standing there looking at every item going down the line. You know, you can automatically say whether it's good, bad, kick it off the line, put it in the proper box. All of that without humans.
That's pretty cool and definitely helpful. Really
Absolutely,
helpful.
it is.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Hi, what's up, everybody? We're here with our friend Mike from the Manufacturers Association. So we're just wondering, like, what does a day-to-day look like at your work?
Well, where I work at full-time, I'm at Adams County National Bank, ACNB. Full-time day-to-day, I spend a lot of time contacting business owners, reaching out to different clients, discussing their financials, discussing what's going on for their strategic plan for the year, what's going on for the next year, and seeing how the bank as a whole can fit in with them, and partner with them, and give them a great product or service that they need to be able to continue to do their business.
Awesome, man. And I guess the next question, we're wondering, like, what's the culture like over there?
The culture is great. It's a small community bank, so there's not a lot of people. There's probably about 400 or 500 employees. But at the same time, it's, you know, you got an issue, you got something going on with the customer, you got a tricky situation that you want to have somebody go out and look at. You don't have a big company where you got to reach out to somebody in another state. I can literally just call up somebody, hey, why don't you come up and see the customer? So it's nice to have somebody that's local, somebody that's close to the area and understands how things work in Central PA. So
awesome, man. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.